Lillian's fans. This is Jamie with Endless Creations, and I am doing a live video myself tonight. Judy's not here. For any of you that don't know us, we are a mother-daughter duo, and we are located in Columbus, Indiana. Tonight I'm doing my cabinets. So I'm going to take you step by step from cleaning to last coat, okay? If you have any questions, make sure that you put them in the comments below, and Miss Lillian is on here to moderate, so she'll be able to answer any questions you have. Don't forget to share and like the page, because we are going to be doing a announcement at the end where whoever likes and shares the video, they get entered into a giveaway for 8 ounce of Miss Lillian's No Wax Chalk Paint, color of your choice. So I wanted to get all of that out of the way before I really start getting busy. I'm starting with the tops here. This is my coffee, wine, liquor cabinet station area. So what I'm using is Miss Lillian's First Step. All right, are you guys there? Sorry, I lost you there for a minute. I don't know what happened, but it took me just a minute to get everything back to the live. So what I was saying is I saved this one for you guys because I want to show you just how well this does clean. I'm going to move you a little bit closer here. I'm hoping that we have everybody on. So since we lost connection, let me go ahead and go through everything again, just in case you don't, or you weren't here for the first one. I am Jamie with Endless Creations. Me and my mom Judy do this together, and she's not here with me tonight because I'm doing this in my house. So I'm using Miss Lillian's First Step Prep to clean this. There you go. It does have a little bit of smell whenever I walk into it. It kind of chokes me. But go ahead and share this video and like it. That way you're entered into the drawing for a free 8 ounce of Miss Lillian's No Wax Chalk Paint. I'm being told that they lost me, but it's showing me live after I came back. So I'm hoping that they'll get on here in just a second and realize that I'm back with a different video. Because I don't think that I can message them while being on live. So anyway, if you go on and share the video and you have any questions, just make sure you put them in the comments here, because Miss Lillian's is moderating and answering all your questions that you have. All right, they're back with me. Thank you so much. We lost connection there for a minute, and I think it took everyone a minute to get back to us. So I'm just starting the bottom of this section of my cabinets. Again, it's not too bad, but there are some spots where it is bad. So I'm going to make sure that I get those really well. Just using my scrubby side. 2 small parts that didn't want to come off, but there it is. That easy and that good of a product. I don't use anything but the First Step anymore for cleaning. So that's everything about the First Step Prep. Again, a great product for cleaning and deglossing all at the same time. So if you don't have a local retailer, you can also go to misslillianspaint.net and order paint. But I do really suggest you go and find a local retailer. Okay, so now I'm going to show you primer. All right, and I'm going to try to get this set up. I'm doing it backwards here. There we go. All right, so I didn't take my doors off yet, and I'm going to clean my hands real quick. What you can do is mark your doors, like put a piece of tape or something on the back of them. That way don't have to worry about where you're putting them. So I'm gonna put you down here in a minute. I've already started using this cabinet primer, so it's been shaken, it's been stirred, everything, a lot. So the primer is a really light gray. And then I'm using Miss Lillian's paintbrush, one of the little tapered ones. And I love this because, and I tried several different paintbrushes with these cabinets. And this is the one I like the best. It's really covering well, and it's not too big. It gets into all the little spots, so I don't have to keep switching from one paintbrush to another. So I'm going to take my doors off here, so it's going to be just a bit noisy here. Okay, so now those cabinet doors are off. Whew. And now I'm just going to take these out. Like I said, just put them on the shelf that they belong to. That way you don't lose them and you don't forget where they go. After all the days of painting that you have your cabinets down. Okay, top shelf. All right, we're ready to primer this now. So, I'm going to take my cabinet primer. Like I said, it's a really light base, or tint base. So I'm just going to pour it into my bowl. Make sure that you do shake and stir it really well. Like I said, I've been doing this for several hours, so it's been shaken, stirred, everything a lot. Make sure that your lid here, the lip of your jar, is cleaned off. Since I'm using it so quick, I'm not really wiping it off with anything. Usually I take a baby wipe or a Clorox wipe. Okay, so now I'm ready to prime. I always, no matter what, primer or paint, I take my brush and I spritz it with water, just a couple spritz. That way you're keeping your brush nice and wet and your paint will not drag. So here we go with primer. And I have been doing 2 coats of primer just to make sure that it's got a good base on there. Plus this primer is lighter, and I'm going to do these cabinets up here white. So it's going to take less coats of the white to actually paint it. These brushes hold so much paint. Like I said, I'm not going to do this in here with you guys because that is just a lot of tedious. So what I'll do is I'll probably take an artist brush or an angled brush to get inside that really well and not get it on the actual inside of my cabinets because I'm still not sure if I'm painting those or not. In the corners here, I try to go up instead of down because you'll get a puddle of paint down here at the very bottom in the corner. So up here, I go down so I don't have that puddling up at the top. Oh, like that. But I just take it and I wipe it on my pants. That's why my pants are so full of paint all the time. Easy peasy, really quick. It'll dry pretty quick. Right now it's a little humid in my house, so it's going to take it a little bit longer. But I have a fan in here that I can speed it up a little bit. And I also have some cabinets that are already primed. That way I can go ahead and show you the painting. It feels like butter. All right, so that's primed. I'm going to let that dry, and I'm going to do a cabinet door. Again, if you have questions, I think I'm gonna move you over here so you can get a better angle on me. There you go. That's better. Get my screws so I don't lose it. Again, if you're just following us, I have taken my cabinets from this. Well, that doesn't show very well. From this, I cleaned them with First Step Prep, and now I'm putting Miss Lillian's cabinet primer on it. You can share and like the video and be entered into a drawing at the end of this live for an 8 ounce of Miss Lillian's No Wax Chalk Paint in a choice of your color. So make sure you share that. Make sure you get in the corners here. A little bit goes a long, long way. And you can see it's just so fast. If you get a bristle in there, just make sure that you pick it up with your paintbrush. Oh, I lost it. Oh, it flew. Pick it up and then go back over where you picked up and get rid of those lines. I have been trying to paint my cabinets for several years now, and I just couldn't get my husband on board because he likes the wood look. But I finally got him talked into it. All right, that one is done, so I'm going to set it aside. And I think I've done enough of the primer with you guys. I think you got the gist of the primer. Now I'm just going to take my cabinet door and get it out of there so it doesn't blind you. I'm going to take my brush here and wrap it in a wet paper towel. That way it doesn't dry out until I use it again. And then I'm going to take that and put it inside of a baggie, a Ziploc baggie. Your paints come in these nice Ziploc bags. That way if there is an accident in shipping and one spills, it's not going to get all over your other products in your order. So I like that. I save them and they come in handy for this. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry and we're going to go on to painting. Now, I do not have any of the cabinets painted. Oh, one more thing. I'm going to take a baby wipe, and it's not really wet, so I'm going to spray it with water to get it really damp. And then I'm just going to lay it over my bowl with primer still left in it. That way it doesn't dry out, and put it in another Ziploc baggie. Actually, the same one. Just open that up, put it right in there, seal it back up. Make sure your air's out of it. There we go. Now we can set this here and it'll be ready for our next coat of primer. Easy peasy, guys. Yes, it takes a little bit of time, but it'll be so worth it. All right, so now what we're gonna do is start with the top cabinets. And I'm going to paint these in fresh sweet cream. And I better leave room for my ladder. Okay, we're going to work on this corner right here. And I hope that I won't get in your way too much, because I will be in your way. There's no way around it in this corner. No way to stop it. Again, if you have any questions, make sure you put them down below in the comments, and Miss Lillian will answer those for you. Got my bowl, and now I'm going to get my fresh sweet cream and a new brush. Like I said, the fresh sweet cream, since I've done 2 coats of the primer. It's not going to take as many coats of the fresh sweet cream. Make sure I stir it up, or shake it up. And I forgot my stir stick, so let me get that. This has not been opened yet, so I'm going to show you how I open it and get messy. So when you first open them, they have a cardboard little sealer. I throw that away. Otherwise, that's going to draw in moisture, and that's where some mildew can come in. So make sure you throw that away. And then I just take my finger, you can take a knife, whatever, and I push until it breaks the seal. And then I just pull it away. Now I'm going to go and put this in the trash can so I don't make a mess all over my floor. So hang tight just 1 second. And I'm getting paint all over me, guys. I was going to have this all poured out and ready to go into bowls, but I thought, well, no, I can show them how it comes and how to open them, all that stuff. So I'm going to make sure that I stir it up. I've already shook it, so I'm going to stir it now. Make sure you stir it from the bottom and pull it up. That way it really mixes it in there. So I've had these for maybe a week or so. So the longer they sit without being shaken or anything, the more you'll have to stir it. But I've been shaking these quite a bit just to keep them going. So then I just take that and I toss it over the side. That's why I always get a mess whenever I'm painting. Now just pour it into a bowl. I'm going to need quite a bit, so I'm not going to be stingy with it. And then I'm going to take my brush and wipe the lid off. Now I can just take the lid, put it right back on. If you're just joining us, I am now on step 3 of painting my cabinets. Step 1 was first step prep, and that's cleaning them, getting all the dirt and grease and grime and all that off of there. And it also deglosses at the same time. I'm going to spritz my brush here, get it wet. And then after I cleaned, I done the Ultimate Cabinet Primer in 2 coats. Well, I've done 1 coat, but I'm doing everything. This has been done 2 coats. So you're not going to be able to see me very well. Let me see if I can get you a better angle. Hopefully that helps. Does a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to go on just like I did the primer and start painting it on. White does take a lot of coats, so if you're going to go white, make sure you know that ahead of time. Don't be surprised and get angry whenever you start doing it. It's like, oh my God, I still see through it. I promise it'll turn out beautiful. So this is coat 1 of fresh sweet cream over the cabinet primer, which is just a really light gray base color. That quick. My clothes are never nice. Once I get nice clothes, it's like, oh, I can wear this to do a video. I won't get messy. And then I get paint all over it. All right, so I'm gonna put you over here. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one since you really couldn't see that corner piece. Again, I'm making you dizzy and I apologize. I'm trying to get it to where you can see it and the light doesn't blind you too bad. So this here has been done with 2 coats of primer. This right here. So now I'm just going to take my paint, my fresh sweet cream, go right over it. Soap and water cleanup, just like most of the other products. So it dries really quick, so by the time that I'm done painting this, I'm going to show you the painting the bottoms too. A little section of that because I'm going gray. I chose Uptown Castle for it. And I want you to see how pretty of a color it is. And tell me if I was like really out of it choosing that and the gray or the white. And be honest. My paintbrush here and get a paper towel wet or baby wipe. Baby wipe for my bowl also. Find my squirt bottle because I don't know, these baby wipes aren't very wet. So I'm just going to spray them just a little bit here. Wrap up my brush. Spray this one. This is for my bowl. So I do both sides of it. Make sure it's really wet. Because the bowl just or the baby wipe just sets on top of the bowl for here. And then put it inside this baggie, and I can leave it in here for about, I don't know, maybe 2 days, maybe longer, just depends. So it saves me from having to clean the brush and then waiting for them to dry before I can paint again. So that's the fresh sweet cream. Now I want to show you the Uptown Castle. So I'm going to do a little section over here that I've already got done with 2 coats of primer. Right there, that's going to be in front of my sink. And actually I'm going to take it to the side here. That way I don't get in your way. Okay, so this is Uptown Castle. It looks kind of like a beige right there in the light, but it's a really pretty beigey gray. So I'm going to do it just like I did the fresh sweet. Get my new brush, get my stir stick. Okay, I am ready. I have not opened this yet. So, there's that cardboard piece in the lid. I'm going to take it out. If I don't take it out whenever I first open it, I forget about it until the next time I go to use the paint. And then it's a whole big mess. And then I'm going to open it with my nail, just like I did the other one. Pull the rest of it back, and now I'm going to go to my trash can. I'll have to put it straight in the trash can and not get it all over the place. Okay, so just like the other, I'm going to stir it from the bottom up. If you have, laminate, that's the word, laminate cabinets, you can still paint those too. Really pretty gray. So excited. I was working with primer earlier and oh my God. I was moving my cabinet doors around on my cabinet top or countertop and I misjudged and my bowl went poop and I got paint all over my floor. Can't even tell it. Oh, Beth, I'm sorry. I have to answer you. My cabinet is not this organized usually. I had cheated. My grandmother came and painted for me. Or not painted, cleaned. So, no, I'm usually not this organized. You can ask anybody that knows me. Pour it into my separate bowl here. Again, I'm going to use a lot, so I'm not going to be stingy. And then wipe the lip there so that if you don't wipe the lip, your lid will get stuck on there because this paint is so good. Get my spray bottle because this is a new brush. So it's really dry. I haven't wet it or anything. So I'm going to spritz it and get it wet. And now let's see how this paint looks. I'm so excited. So excited. Ah. Got some fuzzies in there. Gotta get those out. And as I said before, you don't have to sand in between coats with this. It just goes on so smooth and it self-levels. And whenever it self-levels, it is just so stinking soft. Just silky smooth. Don't get a whole bunch on there because then you'll get some runs. Don't want runs coming down your cabinets. These do not open, so they are stationary. That's why I'm not taking them out. Oh, that's so pretty. Painting my organizer. Look how good that goes on. Yeah, I thought it was going to take me like weeks or months to paint my cabinets. This is easy peasy. Look at that. So much better already. So much better. Oh, I love it. I can't wait to have it all done. Ah. Now I'm going to have to pick my paint color for my walls. And I'm not good at that. There we go. I think I'm about out of time with you guys. So, I'll go ahead and do this door real quick with you on here. So you have just a couple more minutes to like and share the video to be entered into the giveaway for a free 8 ounce of no wax chalk paint. There for a second I thought I was telling you the wrong one because we're working with the cabinet paint. So, a recap, because this is the last thing I'm going to be doing. Recap, I have used First Step Prep for cleaning, and then I done a coat of primer with you guys, but on these I've done 2 coats prior to the video. And then I done my upper cabinets in fresh sweet cream. I did not sand in between any of all this, okay? So you do not have to sand. I cannot say that enough. You do not have to sand. So I've done 1 coat of fresh sweet cream and 1 coat now of Uptown Castle on this door and then the spot that I just showed you. I was really hoping to be able to show you a second coat. If we don't get kicked off, I may go ahead and do it. And we may not, because I forgot we got kicked off at the very beginning. I lost connection. So I'm really not at an hour yet. So I might get away with it. And I will be doing the inside of my cabinets too, so that's why I'm not worried about if I'm getting it on the inside. Because I do plan on doing those. And it'll be the same process. Normally I would do those first, but I just didn't have time. You know, my husband just deployed this week, so I've tried to spend a lot of time with him. And I knew that I would just not have the time to do it before the insides before doing this video with you guys. So let me see if I can get this dry and do a really quick second coat. Let me see if my fan will reach. I really want to see this gray done. All right, so anybody have any questions? While that's drying, I think I'm going to go ahead and do a second coat on this. The bottom section here. Hopefully we don't get kicked off. It gives you a few more minutes to get into the giveaway. The cabinet paint is amazing. I done my bathroom cabinets already. And actually, I'm not even done with those yet because I'm the type of person that once I see what it's going to look like, I'm like, oh, I don't want to finish. I'm instant satisfaction kind of person. But they look really nice. All I have is 2 doors left to do. Other than that, they're done. Trying not to rush it, but brush it at the same time, guys. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get a second coat on with you. I really, really want to, though. Really, really bad. That quick, I got that done. That quick! So, I told myself that I wanted to have all this done by Sunday. I might actually do it. I'm going to speed it up a little bit with my fan. Sorry. I just really want you guys to see the second coat. And it's just so smooth. I love it. All right, I'm going to push it. I shouldn't do it already. I know that, Miss Lillian. I know that. I know it. But I have to see it. With a second coat, I have to see it with you guys. So, if it messes up, it's on me, not Miss Lillian Paint Products. Just know that going in. The bottom of it is drier than the top, so I'm going to start at the bottom. Oh, I love it. Oh. Yeah, see, I'm rushing it, so I'm going to have to do a third coat because I got just a tiny bit of white showing through. Just a tiny slither, but that's okay. You get to see what it looks like, so it's totally worth it. I'll do a third coat for you guys. am done. That's 2 coats. Like I said, I'm gonna have to do a touch up with the gray here only because I rushed it. I couldn't wait. I had to show you guys. So that's what the bottoms will look like all around. And then we have the white up top, if I go the right direction, right there. So I want to thank you all very much for joining me tonight. I know it was a long video, and I'm sorry about the connection problems we were having earlier. But again, I'm Jamie with Endless Creations, and we are located in Columbus, Indiana. You can go to misslillianspaint.net in order to find a local retailer so that they can help you with any of your painting needs. It's really great because you get one-on-one. Or if you don't have a local retailer, go on to misslillianspaint.net and buy the paint from there. Quick shipping. One more time, I've done first step prep with you guys tonight. I've done ultimate cabinet primer, and I've done 2 different colors of ultimate cabinet paint from Miss Lillian's. I want to thank you so much again for joining me and for just being fans of Miss Lillian's. Thanks. Have a great night.